Hello, everyone. How are you, lovely ladies? Here we are, Thursday again. Are they not coming around quickly or what? So I am super excited to be here. And hi, everyone. If you don't know who I am, I'm Yvonne Stanton, and I'm a wellness coach in fitness, nutrition, and mindset. And today's conversation is how much baggage is in the weight? And I think it's an amazing topic because we don't realize where the weight came from, but we remember the story and maybe where and what happened at that time. And it is a really great topic to talk about because it is the story. It is the story that has been in the backpack or the baggage, right? That we're carrying and lugging around. You pack your bag and you're carrying around that suitcase. And what is in that suitcase? And those are the questions, because there's always a reason. There's a reason of that we didn't feel good enough about ourselves. There was something that happened that transferred into that change. Maybe we're just having too much fun. Okay. Sometimes it isn't about the baggage. Sometimes it's just your life got away from you, looking after everybody else, and you forgot about yourself until one day you wake up and you're like, who am I? Who's this body? Where I don't like the person I'm in and the skin I'm in. And do you feel that? And I'm speaking to you. So I'm going to see if there's anybody here. It is about asking those questions of yourself. Who am I? Where did I, and how did I get here? Right? It's like those questions that you need to ask sometimes. And journaling is a really great tool to be starting that journey. And sometimes it's about looking at that journey, which can be a little bit hard. So, and I'm trying a different time. I know we were doing always at 11 o'clock, and then I thought I would go a little bit later, and we're trying 12 o'clock, but I would love to know from you ladies, is 11 better or 12? I don't like the 5:30. It doesn't work. It's dark out. People are doing dinner, and you can always watch the recording, but it's always nice to have some lovely ladies here with me. So I really would love to know, because I feel that it's important to hear and see you and know that this is coming in. And I just think it's a really, I just want to share and help you, right? How can I support you if I'm not sure what you're listening to and what is going in? So, but I know that from a point of saying to yourself and asking yourself the questions, what happened to where you are, right? What is that specific thing? And if it was something that happened to you, what was it? Was it just, maybe your marriage was a little bit rough, and maybe work was stressing you out. Possibly kids were stressing you out. Possibly going through a divorce, right? And again, all the stress in our life adds to this baggage that we can bring into our life and further. And then you wake up one day and you're just like, wow, where am I? And I want to feel that beautiful self in my body. You want to feel good about yourself. You want your clothes to feel great on you. And now they're feeling tight, and like the weather's changing. So we're putting on, pants, maybe jeans, jumpers. So are you hiding behind the clothes now? Have you decided to just, you don't want to see it? So you're getting bigger clothes and you have drapey things around you because you're not feeling the way you want to feel? Because you want to feel good in your skin. You want to feel that transaction. You want to feel strong. You want to feel the knowing that it's coming. And how do we implement getting rid of some of this? It's by taking those baby steps. It's about looking at the calories. It's about planning. It's about finding some inspiration to make you move forward. And what is that inspiration? Because it's not motivation. We can feel really motivated, and I'm going to have a great day today, and I'm going to do this and this and this. And then that motivation over time will disappear, because it has to be bigger than you. It has to be so good for you to continue down that road, because that road of letting go can be challenging, can be difficult, can be emotional. And a lot of this stuff is mental space, right? It is why I shared the other day about my conversation with my client about, we've been coaching, I think it must be coming up to a month now, 4 weeks, 3 weeks. And she was not feeling good, right? She started to feel like she'd been putting on weight, which she said she did. And then I had to get in her head and help her along that journey, along that 1 5-second rule where she was going down that rabbit hole. And having someone like myself, keeping you accountable and knowing it's okay, it's going to change. Those are the things that you need to limit for or have for yourself to know that you're going to stick with what you want for the next 6 months. Because if you're wanting this to shift and you're wanting to see some results in the next 6 months, well, then you need to start taking those baby steps. So what are those baby steps? And how can I help you? Because I can tell you right now, here's 3. All right, 3 steps. Start implementing. First, grab my goal planner, fill that out. I'll put it in the link. You want to be tracking your food. You want to know how many calories are going in. All right, really, really important. You need to be moving, because if you're not moving, it's going to take a long process and there's no room for error when you don't know what you're eating. It's simple steps. Simple steps. And you need to be journaling, right? These are the tools that we need to do to start changing our mindset, to start knowing that things are coming and that we are working on it, and forgiving yourself for where you are. That's why the journaling is really good, because you get to write down how you feel and write it out, get it off. You feel fat, you feel ugly, say it, write it down and say, I forgive myself, I forgive myself, I forgive myself. What else can be holding you back? What else? The mindset has a really, really big part of all this, okay? So I want you to start pitching yourself thin. If you want to be thin, pitch yourself thin. Start the visualization, but have realistic goals. They have to be realistic. And the small steps that I've just said to you, right? The small steps are what I've just mentioned to you. Tracking, knowing your meals, doing some exercise. Those are the 3 things, right? So 3 things to lose weight. Create a detailed action plan. That's why I grab the free meal plan. There's an action plan in there. You can make it yearly. You can do it on a weekly basis, what's going on. Rewarding yourself. Some people, it's funny, I'm personally don't coach on rewarding yourself, because I feel that is showing you that you've given up something versus changing of a lifestyle. All right. Because my coaching is all about, you have to change the lifestyle. You have to change ongoing. You can't think this is just now and go back to the old habits. It has to be a change of lifestyle. So in my opinion, that lifestyle and that reward is rewarding yourself that you're doing it. The reward is coming because you're starting to feel better about yourself. The reward would be maybe buying yourself a pair of clothes. Now that you can do, but not using food. Okay. So clarifying the reward. So you're going to buy that beautiful dress that you've seen in a store at a size, whatever that is, a size 8. And you want to start ditching all of those old habits that you've had, because we're creating new habits. We have to create new habits. And keeping track of this. That's why that goal planner would be really great. It's free. It's just grab it, print it out. Like I said, you can have it as your year. You can pop it up somewhere, put it in as a goal somewhere. And then you can track yourself on a monthly and a weekly basis. And that's the only way you know that you're staying attuned to yourself. And mindset is really important. When we think about the brain is always trying to protect us by staying in a safe, staying comfortable where we are. And the only way we change is actually by stepping forward into the stuff we don't know, the unknown, right? Got to step into this stuff. Then things start shifting. Then we see things shift. Because it's scary, right? And you go, oh my God, what have I done? And that scariness is like everything, right? It's like you feel vulnerable, you feel naked almost, right? When we don't know how things are going and how they're going to work out. I get goosebumps just talking about that. So implementing these steps is really great way to start seeing that change in what you want to see. My voice is getting all crackly. I've been speaking a bit this week. So, is this resonating with you? Is this clicking for you? Comment below. Comment below if you're watching the replay or if you're on here. How are you? Are you listening? Is this helping? So going back, mindset. And think about this. Okay. So how do we think about being thin when we're not, right? Motivation to lose weight. It's often hits highs and lows, right? When we first start, we're like a spring we feel so excited when we start this journey. You want to start seeing yourself in that beautiful swimsuit, right? You want to be able to, there's, you need to get there, and you need to exercise, you need to eat healthier. It's a long-term weight loss, right? That starts in your head. It has to be long-term. Do not think that this is happening overnight. And remember, Claire said that. She's realized it's a long-term. It's just a transformation. It's a lifestyle change. This is not just doing it now and going back. We are in a long-term changing of lifestyle to lose the weight. The only way to lose the weight and to keep it off is to be long-term. So if you want to succeed at weight loss, you need to cut that mental fat. And that mental fat is the mental fat. And that will lead you to cutting the waistline fat. Looking at the patterns and the habits in your life that are dragging you around with you, that get in the way of your success. And everyone has their own excuses, right? There's always excuses. But when trying to improve your lifestyle and diet, most people do fine until something happens. Right? And then all of a sudden you've got the work pressure, you've got to travel, you're running around, lifestyle and the diet. Most people, like, what goes first, right? It's the work pressure, you got family issues, something, whatever. There's always an excuse. Whatever your personal issue, the patterns need to change if you want to be successful. You can't blame it on that you have to work, that you're traveling. It has to be you. You have to be yes and start making those small changes. The small changes are saying no more of that. I want to empower you to identify these patterns, right? Deal with the real issues so that you can move on and be able to succeed at improving your health. Does that make sense? Say yes. Replay, yes. Making sense, Yvonne. Making sense. All right. So Our major mental blocks to weight loss is absolutely wanting it too much and too fast. You have to be long-term. It can't be the all or nothing. It can't be the fad diets, right? We talked about those, can't do those. It's got to be long-term, slowly taking it off by doing the little things. It's the little things, the consistency to the big stuff. Always, always, always. And as you know, the mindset of needing it now and those immediate results will only lead to failure. It took you years to gain the weight, right? And it's going to be challenging and harder, and you need patience to take it off. The amount of I talked about this the other day too, right? So that we're looking at 1 to 2 pounds or 1 to 2 kilos per week is sustainable weight to be losing. Imagine losing that every week. How would you say? Would you be excited? Would you be like, yes, that's amazing? Because if that's the kind of results you're looking for, well, ladies, let's get to work, right? Comment below, yes, yes, yes. 1 to 2 kilos, 1 to 2 pounds per week you want to lose. Comment below and let's get to work. It's as simple as that, okay? And we don't want to be losing the lean tissues, right? Because the metabolism then slows down, which makes it even harder to lose weight. So there is more to it than just watching our calories. Got to know, what are we eating? How active are we? It's a starting point, but it's not going to give you complete results and not sustainable results if you don't know what you need to eat. So that's where, if you want to know more, let's jump on a clarity call. All right. Definitely, definitely, definitely. And I just wanted to also just share with you before I start wrapping up the call today, and hopefully these things are starting to take some effect. I have implemented a little membership. It's going to just go into some of these things that we talk about in a deeper way and start thinking about some of these changes. So if you want to know more about that, message below or DM me. But you need to I want you to think about 12 months, even 6 months. Okay. If you can break it down, if you've got 30 kilos you want to lose, well, you need to, start small, right? So we want to think about, okay, how could you lose? Let's make it 10 kilos to lose by the end of the year. If you get there quicker, great. If it takes you 6 months, great. They have to be goals that are achievable. And the reason I say that, even though we can say that it takes you want to lose 1 to 2 kilos, we need to know that you're going to implement what you need to do to lose that weight. If you don't want to do as much of it, then it's going to take longer. And that's what we need to know, ladies, right? That's the stuff that I need to know, where you are and what are you willing to implement now, so that we make sure that we're on a positive road ahead. And that's what you get by moving forward. All right. So hopefully this is making sense. Hopefully that you're starting to implement some of these things, or at least start learning, right? Because this is a free group. This is all free here for you. And, if you're on YouTube, make sure, if you're following me there, join the group. I'll put the link. The link is there. Just ignore the title. It'll be changed soon. I'm not going to say what the title is, because you might be watching this 30 days from now and it won't even be there. It'll be back to normal. But I hope this is coming. I hope you're starting to implement some of these things and starting to understand, because it's about giving you the support. It's about helping you. But if you still need more, then we need to go to the next level, right? So the best thing to do is always jump on a strategy call and let's see what you need to see those results. And I have to go. So I hope you've enjoyed this and got some really great strategies to implement in this transformation of what is in the baggage, what is in there, what is holding everything in here that we're not happy with. We need to start letting go of. Sometimes, you know what, I got to tell you, sometimes that shedding is sitting down, putting some music on, and letting yourself be you. Sometimes in a meditation, you can start just crying. That is okay. Let it out. This is the stuff we're hanging on to, right? That's what I mean. Let go of it. Our emotions are everything. We feel it. Do you feel that from me right now? Because I'm telling you, I have goosebumps all over my body talking about this. It's so emotional when we're not happy where we are. And it comes out. Our body will tell us, it's giving you signs what you need. And sometimes you're not listening. So listen. And how do we listen? By sitting in silence. Sit in silence. Close your eyes. Let your thoughts become, we want to quiet our thoughts. Kind of going into a little meditation here. And if you're here with me, I want you to sit in this for a minute and just be. Just quiet the mind. And you start feeling any sadness, just let it release. Let it come up. Because it's there. It's sitting in the bottom of your gut, you know? Emotion sits with us until we release it. I know I've had a lot of crying lately. I've been releasing. Let it go. Cry. Sob. Let it out. I promise you feel better when you let it out. And when you finish sitting here and you feel like you're ready to open your eyes, I want to write down what you've been feeling. Feels good sitting and being quiet, doesn't it? Quieting the mind is everything. Makes you feel, allows you to feel. When you're ready, open your eyes. Let's try doing that every day. Find a quiet space, whatever time that is for you. First thing in the morning, get up 15 minutes early before the kids and the husband, and go sit and go take that 5 minutes and shut your eyes and feel the silence and the darkness. I promise there'll be stuff that's going to start coming out and releasing. Oh, thank you so much. I really am so grateful for you all here. And I hope this has helped you. I hope this is, getting some value out of this and starting to take some baby steps into loving your body and who you are and the skin you're in. Bye.